Yeah, I mean, it's very visually appealing.
Yeah, because at least in the West, we think about before the modern era, and we tend to make things, especially. Oh,
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and today we are going to be doing another Patreon request. This time it is for a new series, obviously, brought to you by Henry. So once again, thank you, Henry.
thank you.
Bringing you such things as Kino's Journey, Gosensu-sama. I, for some reason, can't remember the last thing we watched. It wasn't Gosensu-sama, was it? It was something else.
No, it was the
Animation
anime.
Runner. That was what it was. You'd
Yeah.
think I would know, because literally the overlay you're looking at here, viewer, I just literally replaced this morning. So I literally just saw it. I don't know. I'm stupid. Anyway, I've tried to keep Lessons not knowing what we're going to do, even though I literally typed it in front of him, apparently. So that was my undoing there. But I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm 50%, 51% sure you're going to get this wrong. How much do you know about Mononoke?
Princess Mononoke?
That's what I thought you were going to say, because that's the first thing I thought about too, because I guess there's one more famous Mononoke out there. Although, oddly, if you type Mononoke into a Google search, the images you'll get are probably from the one that we're watching today. Because I think you really have to type princess to get the one that we think about. No, Mononoke is a series on its own, but it also got its start in a different show. And it seems like Henry wants us to get onto the Mononoke train, but we're going to start with the other show that they appeared in first, which is apparently like a 3-episode arc of that show. I don't know if Henry intends for us to go on later to watch the Mononoke itself, but this one is yeah, hold on, what's the title? Ayakashi Samurai Horror Tales. I'm only really willing to share the name of that. Henry did like kind of describe what Mononoke is, but I don't want to. I want you more fresh than me.
Okay.
Well, because all I know is like what Mononoke, the character, is apparently because of the description of Henry. I haven't done anything else. Like the most I could possibly be spoiled for. Again, the viewer is only going to get this. The images I grabbed for the overlay. I mean, it is very artistic, though. I don't know if Mononoke shares the art style with the show we're going to be watching now. Because the other thing I can think of is, like, you remember how... God, now I can't remember the name of her show. The Simpsons first appeared on... Tracy Ullman?
Yeah, she was in it. Tracy Ullman show.
Tracy Ullman show, yeah. And that they kind of looked different on the Tracy Ullman show versus when they got their own show. Yeah. I mean, that's what I would suspect. I obviously have no clue.
Oh, I remember Tracy Ullman show, and I mean...
No, I mean, for Mononoke.
This,
yeah.
This.
I know, because I also did watch Tracy Ullman show, because I was also a fan of Mama's Family. Which also got its start in the Tracy Ullman show. But yeah, also Mononoke has movies, which is... I think there's a second movie being made for it, like this year, or was soon recent. I don't know. That's information I only got, again, looking for images.
So, I guess I should throw any and all ideas that I had about Mononoke, the princess, out the window and see what this is all about.
I mean, it'd be great if they were the same person. Yeah, it's just some sort of reinterpretation of Princess Mononoke, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
I also don't think that Henry is ever going to send us a recommendation to watch a Ghibli film. Henry really seems to want us to explore the outside world of anime. Although at the same time, no, maybe not the outside world, because their recommendations are always like, this is what people talk about, but here's the second best thing that I think is actually the first best thing. the same way that I always talked about Ra Zaphon instead of like Evangelion, right? That Ra Zaphon is like basically Evangelion, but in my opinion, better. But is essentially still kind of the same thing.
That either is very high praise or no praise at all, depending how you feel about Evangelion.
Well, I wasn't really a big fan of Evangelion, but then I watched Nadia, The Secret of Blue Water, and found out the whole story about the studio and how Evangelion was going to be like a follow-up to Nadia, and how a bunch of the stuff in Evangelion is actually kind of a callback to Nadia. So,
Yeah, the whole
kind of elevates it a little bit more, but then makes it also more disappointing. Because I really liked Nadia. Well, I liked 60%
Blue
of
Water,
Nadia.
yeah.
Well, there's the middle part, the island arc, as people call it, where it got like sent off to a different studio, and like they were making the storyboards day by day as they were, everything was going on. So, and anybody who had an idea, that's why it's all trippy and doesn't make any sense. Or Nadia falls in love with Jean, and then the next episode they go to Africa, where Nadia falls in love with a guy who's there, and completely disregards all the emotional development that happened last episode.
But before we get started,
Make sure that you hit the like button.
hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
on top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
Unfiltered.
Uncensored.
And uncut.
as well as some early access stuff,
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
怪しいのはその通りですがね。奥にも結界を張らないと。
That moment where you feel like you've come in the middle of something.
ですよ。
And this is the
somebody when he
prologue.
gets stabs him. Yeah. It becomes dangerous? Yeah. Koji Kaneda. I've seen that name before.
Well, the thing, I was more quiet there in the beginning, not commenting on the art style and everything, which is the insane thing that I was finding for making the overlay. It's like, oh, this looks like somebody like graffitied a wall.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. I'm saying it's a good art style, but it's very unique. But I was very concerned how it seemed like, oh, he's already in the show? Like, no one's surprised. It feels like we're very much stepping into the middle of something. So I was like, oh, did I get the right episode? Like, oh, no, this is episode 9, isn't it? I'm going to make it probably an unpopular declaration here.
Uh-huh.
I don't like this music in anime.
Really?
Well,
It depends on it.
I'm just not a big fan of this music either, but like I bring this up often. I'm watching Infinite Rival a lot lately.
Yeah.
It also does like a hip hop thing, and
Yeah.
it doesn't work for me.
I like it. It has a nice beat.
Oh, it's certainly not Macross Plus or so there's other examples I forgot them.
Huh.
It's probably that I'm just not the target market for the hip hop generation. Hungry? Why wait? Can't remember if that's Snickers or Slim Jim.
Yeah. I do like all the colors. I mean, they look like they took a painting, like the paintings of the Edo period, and just animated it, which looks awesome. I do like this story.
Yeah, like I said, I just expect to see this on a wall. Like, you could take any freeze frame, and it just will be like a mural or something.
いやいや、私は薬売る。
あ、待って待って。今日はそんな暇ないの。だって。
Every time he crosses a threshold, you hear that sound.
Again, to me, it sounds like a grumbling stomach. So,
Yeah.
まあ。 私たちみたいな下働きには関係ないんだけど。あと半時もすれば。
Sorry, I was expecting another pan out, like an infinite pan out or something.
Yeah.
笹岡、障子を立てておくれ。
しかし奥様、風が通らなくなりますが。
構わないわ。一時のことだから。
は、
お越し入れですか。なら余計好都合ってもんだ。花嫁さんにぴったりの薬。こしょこしょこしょ。
Are we supposed to believe that he's either the bad
Aphrodisiac?
guy or
No, I think it's like
Yeah.
a comedy sort of thing.
really?
Well, she blushed. She said, "I got a perfect medicine for a bride." Maybe it's because I'm watching Afro. Afro. I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe because I'm
Afro
watching
Samurai?
Apothecary Diaries, and they've covered a whole episode on aphrodisiacs.
Yeah.
早く戻らないとまた勝山様に怒られるわよ。
そこまで言
The old samurai over there. Who is she? She's a soldier.
さっさと出ていかねえと叩き出すぞ。たく。
いやらしいんだから。
こりゃ手厳しい。
だってす
These
ぐ
are thin walls. I can fucking hear you.
それやり。
はいはい。ちょっとお待ちよ。こっちが。こしょこしょ。
Rhino
さらにもっと
horn.
こっちは。こしょこしょ。
Yeah, I think I'm right. The turtle heads thing really makes me think what I'm talking about.
お相手のシェフ様はくりゅくりゅくりゅ。ね
それはお嫁さんが気の毒だ。
え。でもね、しょうがない。
Oh,
お家の借金を肩代わりしてくれるそうだから。
so he
まも
has
な
a
くご出立のお時間です。
or is he
Yeah. So,
lacking?
well, I mean, I think ED is probably what they're.
あちらのご両親に
No, but that's what the he should have a pill for something.
体には。
Well, I mean, that's what he showed up to sell. I think.
はい。
Yeah.
なるほどね。
そうそう。ご主人の義明様はいい人だけど、あま
Yeah, except for the fact he seems to be
ないのよね。
in his late 80s. I don't know.
様に頭を押さえられてるみたいだし。義国様は義国様でああだし、どうして弟の義明様が家を継いだと思う？
なるほどね。
こんなこと話してるとまた佐藤さんに怒鳴られちゃう。
ママ、お返しにいいものをご覧に入れましょう。
楽しみ。
What are you, a vampire now?
ただのネズミですよ。
びっくりした。
そういえば、ずいぶん。
Rat in the kitchens. That's nice.
多いのよここ。
猫を飼えばいいじゃないですか。
猫？そうなんだけどね。嫌いな人がいるからって。
I can't tell if I'm supposed to suspect supernatural stuff.
Could be.
Like, is there is the Asian vampire thing? You know, the head that hangs off and floats in the air. Is that scared of cats?
Could be. It could be that the house is haunted somehow or cursed.
That's what I'm saying. What thing is afraid of cats in this culture?
すぐ出て行きますんで。
Or specifically, what attracts rats in this supernatural thing?
殿、魔王様、お越しが参り
I mean, the rats are usually going for the food. Without a cat, too.
Well, I
They're
mean,
the
like,
big-
if there was, like, a lot of dead flies all over the place, you'd suspect something was actually rotting but hidden, that sort of thing. But, like, what attracts rats?
And they seem to be in Edo or a large city. You can see the background.
魔王、参りますよ。
時に猫がお嫌いだというのは。
Also, that symbology reminds me a lot of the latest Zelda games. That eye, that stylized eye.
I haven't seen anything of it.
それが。
I love all the colors, though.
いや。
Yeah, I mean, it's very visually appealing.
Yeah. Because at least in the West, we think about before the modern era, and we tend to make things, especially. Oh, here's the rats.
ネズミは子孫繁栄の吉兆でございます。
Are
魔
they?
王様についていかないとですよ。
そうね。
Then why are you capturing them? Also, those rat turds?
I hope not.
そんなにすごいのかい。
She took one step into the shoe and collapsed. What is it, Neil? Oh, stabbed in the chest, that's right. This is the beginning.
Yeah.
But there was nobody in front of her.
これはクセ者の仕事じゃない。しかもおそらくそれでは切れんやつが相手だ。
お前は何者だ。どこから入った。
カヨが勝手に。
怪しいやつ。
怪しいのはその通りですね。
Okay, so definitely supernatural
こ
stuff.
のままじゃいけません
Yeah.
ぜ。
You know, not ignoring the elf ears or whatever, too.
Yeah. Although they kind of sound technological too, right? They feel like hear the sound effects.
I don't know. Looks like Naruto to me. Ceiling paper.
Mm-hmm.
まだ何も。
まだか、こりゃいい。
動くなよ。さっきみたいに逃げ出したりしたら。
せめて奥に札を貼らせてもらえませんか。
札？
今なら
I mean, obviously, I suspect this guy. I just don't know why yet.
黙れ黙れ。
Or how he did it.
そんなこと言って逃げるつもりだろ。
もっときつく縛ったらどうだ。
Well, they took a moment during the beginning to point him out and reference his position and everything.
ざまあ見ろだ。荷物は調べたか。魔王様は毒にやられたのかも
おい
しれない。
おい、さっき切られてるって言ってたぜ。
I don't know what poison makes you bleed out the chest as though you've been stabbed.
何の薬だ。
いろいろです。
Here, have some jelly bellies.
いろいろか。
なんだこれは。
子供のおもちゃですよ。
Oh, look at the eyes moving. Oh, okay.
これが最後。
Remember, he was going to show that to Mao earlier.
Mhm.
この箱は何だ。
どけ。随分と重いな。
ああ。おい。この刀は何だ。なんで薬売りが刀なんぞ持っている。
A jeweled blade. Oh, a jeweled
切るためですよ。
He'll
何。
もののけを。
scabbard, really.
Well, I don't know if it's a scabbard or if it's the hilt. Sorry, an element that you don't know is that in the overlay, I have a picture of him holding it like that, and that looks like the hilt that he's holding, so...
切るんです。もののけを
Ah, so that's a Mononoke.
切るんです。
For cutting down
Oh, for-
Mononoke. So Mononoke is evil spirits or
I suppose, yeah.
何の
Or a person.
策だこれは。
sword for killing one thing.
何の仕掛けもありません。
No, I think he goes around killing
お前なら
spirits.
抜けるのか。
まだ無理ですね。
まだまだか。
切るもののけの形、誠、断りが揃わなければ抜けません。
Yeah, okay,
面
spirits.
白い男だ。
心外ですね。つまらない人間ですよ、俺は。
もう勘弁ならん。番所に突き出してやる。待て、それはいかん。騒ぎになっては困る。勝山様、これはお家の一大事なのだ。
水江様、水江様、水江様。
おい、一緒だ。
ヤヘ、
Is it like a possessing spirit? Is she gonna get back up possessed by the Mononoke?
ヤヘイさんとやら外には出ない方がいい。
黙れ。
結界が完全じゃない。
いいか、くれぐれも余計なことは言うな。水江様がご不調とだけ伝えてお連れするんだ。
塩野の屋敷にも誰か使いよ。
殿、それはまだなりません。なぜだ。魔王様が頓死した謎を知られては塩野がどう思うか。塩野だけならまだしもお上に知られては急病ということにして時間を稼いだ方がよろしい。
僭越ながら勝山殿。
なんだ。
隠し立てはかえってまずいことになるのではありますまいか。
何。
人の口に戸は立てられないもの。心象を悪くしてまで隠さなければならないことなのでしょうか。
ならないことだ。それがわからないのか。
私は賛成できませんね。
I see that the house is weak and can protect its own daughter.
そもそももっと昔にそうしていれば塩野に。
そなたの企みは分かっておる。はっきり言ったらどうだ。
I mean, just about everybody here is like an old and aging samurai or retainer or something, so.
私が何を企んでいるのか明らかにしていただきたい。
その手には乗らん。
明かりを。
かよ。
That's the difficulty.
Wow.
That was the difficulty. Was that just a painting on one of their walls, or was that part of the show?
早く行きなさい。
Oh, everybody who stepped outside, I guess.
だから何。まさか嫌なんて言うんじゃないでしょうね。早く行きなさい。
私が一緒に行こう。ご隠居様。
おお、
明かりを。
入るがよい。
失礼します。小田島様。
なんだ。
本当なんでしょうか。
Yeah, I don't know who the new old man is, so.
何よバカなことを。もののけなどいるものか。大丈夫だ。すぐに犯人を捕まえてやる。
はい。
So where's the back?
The back?
He set up the seals at the door going outside, but he says I need to set up seals for the back too. We're not protected.
Okay, because there's in a courtyard. I think all the buildings are around the courtyard, so he has to put them all in. He only put in one side, so he has to go around and put so to make sure the courtyard is also protected.
I meant more so that it looks like they're on like a hallway, and the hallway only goes to the courtyard, and he sealed the courtyard, so the whole roomway is safe. But he's indicating there's a back that needs to be sealed. And conversely, all the walls are just doors too, so every door.
なんでもない。ヤヘはまだか。何をそんなに時間がかかっておる。
Also, this kind of feels like a Japanese version of Evil Dead.
にも都合があるのでしょう。
I mean, we're getting the evil's perspective as flying through walls and stuff.
大事だと言ってはならぬと言われたのは勝山殿ですよ。
それにしても遅すぎるだろうが。小田島、何か見なかったか。何かというと、猫だ。この屋敷に。
That's what I was talking about before. Outside, when she was stepping outside, there was all these like brown spots on the ground on either side of the pathway. I said, "Are those rat turds?" That kind of looked
これは下働きの。
八重、なぜ？どこから？
I was saying, for half a second, the shadow looked like one of those creatures that has the water in their head. Tengu? Can't remember what they're called.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
邪魔立てするな。他に人がいるの？
Yeah, desperately needed more than 2 seals.
もう一人はどこにいる？
Yeah, the guy looks crazy every time we pan back to him.
Yeah.
何事だ？
一人は危険だ。
Take
みんなと一
this!
緒にいろ。
なんという気力だろう。
レッツ。
Yeah, the old man is like,
I thought we were going to be suspicious of the old man for a second.
大丈夫だ。奴は入ってこれない。
やつ？
it's already inside the house, I guess.
Yeah, and see, every time he's behind somebody and like...
どういう仕掛けか知らないが、そのからくり暴いてくれる。うわ
気配が去った。
Okay, so they kind of... Yeah, they indicate when it's nearby.
姿形はよくわからんかったが。
言ったろ。もののけだと。結界の外に出れば奴の餌食だ。結界もいつまでもは持たん。このままでは早晩このようになる。もののけは切らねばならん。しかし大麻の剣を抜くには条件がある。形と誠と断りを剣に示さねば抜けぬ。まずは形。
け？
これは化け猫。
Wow, I was completely wrong then. Oh, well, I guess that would be the regret. Person who doesn't like cats clearly killed a cat.
Who
Who doesn't like cats?
お聞かせ願いたくそう。
Oh, well. Never the question I think is coming.
Yeah.
Well, there you
I
go.
mean, he has to undo the reason why the spirit is here, right? In order for it to be exorcised. I like the idea of a, what do you call it? An exorcism blade? Sounds like a cool
yeah.
magical item, right?
I anticipated that was actually the entire blade, and it's just there's like some unseen the blade part, which doesn't, like the Witcher rules, right? I got a blade for monsters and a blade for people. Except a blade for spirits you don't see.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying this has a good setup for like a Phoenix Wright spirit hunter version game. Well, because you need to uncover the truth, the form, and the regret. It's like that's like finding evidence in a Phoenix Wright game.
Yeah.
Except in this case, you do that and you're able to then fight a Mononoke. Which I guess implies that Princess Mononoke is Princess Spirit? Spirit Princess?
Well, yeah, because she is defender of the forest, and the spirits they laying within. Yeah.
Technically, this forest has a forest guardian already. She's just the forest guardian is a spirit, so
yeah. That was pretty cool. I liked it.
I was looking at the last shot and I was waiting for a next time on. It's like, oh, or is this just like a shot image for the next episode? But I wouldn't be able to tell because this could have also happened in the episode. Oh, very artistic. It's definitely a choice that they put that weird grain thing on the front of the camera and everybody just kind of acts behind it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it has aspects of kabuki theater as well. You can see the painting, especially on the main character who has this sort of white paint almost like I'm wearing a mask. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. That could literally just be their skin. Living with the fact they're apparently part elf. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I think it's the years are supposed to be he's mystical origin, right? That he is also partly spirit or something.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that the anything on him could just be him, like his hands. If you're still looking at the image, his hands are the same color as his face, implying it's not makeup. But then the red stuff could be makeup, or could just be the coloration of whatever he is.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, maybe not. And this might be a little bit of a cheat, but the overlay image I have for him, he has a purple thing going down his nose here, but in the close... Well, no, never mind. I can see now looking closer. He does kind of like... Almost what I would call what do you call Egyptian makeup? I can't remember what to call it.
Eyeliner?
No. It starts with an H, though.
No, I don't know.
Oh, I thought you would. You're usually good on riffing with me here. I don't know what it's actually called. Egyptian makeup does have a name. And it's kind of got that, like, Horus eye thing going on around his eyes. Yeah, so I can see that there. Maybe I got thrown off because here on the show it seemed more red, and then the image I've got it seems more purple.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Still pretty cool premise, Edo period Japan. Is it called the Edo period? I'm using the word Edo too much, but I don't think I'm getting the right period.
Which is the last one. Edo is the last one before modern period, where they changed the name of the capital.
Yeah.
Well, actually, where they changed let's say, to Eastern capital, Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokugawa period, also called the Edo period. So yeah, so 1603 to 1867. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the stuff that I remember mostly from that period, anime-wise, comes from a regrettable show. So,
Samurai Champloo is also a pretty cool show. You should watch it.
No, I have. I saw it when it came out on Toonami back in the day. Yeah. Also, me and Arcloid were going to... Well, again, I told you before, I was trying to get Arcloid into this, and once we discovered that One Piece was too hard to edit, because again, had to put the visual layer over it and then mute 90% of the audio to be able to upload it. Yeah. So I said, well, here's a list of what's recommended, like it's the #1 anime to get new people in anime. You pick a bunch of those. I'll pick a couple of anime I'm familiar with. So I think we watched the first episode of Delicious in Dungeon, Berserk, the 90s version, Hajime no Ippo, and Samurai Champloo. And then we based votes from our side and the metrics on how well they did, and we ended up going with Hajime no Ippo. But I at least showed Arcloid and one episode on the channel for anyone who wants to see it, Samurai Champloo.
Yeah. I think the makers has a new show, coming out soon as well. So I don't remember what it is. Lazarus something other, yeah.
I think I've heard of something called Lazarus that's coming out, but I'm unfamiliar with any of it. I know I haven't seen anything of it other than the name on probably Anime News Network.
Watanabe-san, but I don't remember his first name.
I don't remember most people behind the projects. The only name that comes to my head is the voice actress Lynn, because she was in Witcher Mercury, and now she's doing other stuff that I watch.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess this has been that. I figure the fact we've rambled on about other stuff so far means that we've probably talked about what we were going to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
So again, once again, thank you, Henry. And as per, we'll be recording another episode of this before the end of the month. So we'll at least see 2/3 of where the story is going this month. Otherwise, though... Sorry, that was half yawn, so I didn't know what you said.
Looking forward to it, sorry.
All right. Once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stone-Faced Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?